Okay, so we're gonna talk about feeding the rope real quick. So, what ropers do when they start their swing is normally on their first swing, when they come around and the rope gets back in front of them, they're gonna feed it. So it comes around and you hear that sound where that rope zings. That loop gets bigger. So what it allows you to do, start with a smaller loop. So if you're on a horse or whatever you're doing, when you start your swing, this is not so big and in the way. So you start and then you feed it. The next thing it does is it puts the proper distance between your hands. So an important piece of roping is the distance between our hands. So when we swing and feed, it stops and there's about this much. It's about, if I put my right arm straight, my left arm could only come about to the middle of my chest. And what happens if we've got a bunch of room like this and we throw, we're gonna throw it over our target because we actually need this connection of our hands to help guide. So it shortens that distance right there. And then when I go to throw, it's gonna help guide it to my target. So feeding is that piece that really helps set that. I'll give you an important tip here. When I grab my loop, the rope comes through the hondu on the left side of the knot, and then it goes down and it switches sides like that. And now this strand that goes to my coils is going to go to the right side of my loop. And what that does when I go to feed, I can use my thumb and my fingers to hold the loop strand, and it creates an opening so that the other strand can feed into the rope. If I have this strand on the other side, it's easier to drop it. So it looks like this. Somebody goes to feed and they drop that strand. So we want to put that strand on the inside so it stays in there and I can hold this one. So when I'm swinging and don't want to feed, I'll squeeze all of them. When I want to feed, I'll kind of open up and I'll let the momentum of the loop pull more loop in there. So that's feeding. Also, when you quit swinging, you pull it back out. So you're back to your starting point, one swing. I like to remind people, try to feed the loop when it's in front of you. For some reason, if you learn how to feed the loop behind you, it wants to twist. A lot of people start getting their rope twisting. So one swing around when it's in front of you, feed it. And you can feed on other swings. You can keep adding a little bit each time if you need to make it a little bigger. But that's what feeding is. That's how to do it. It's going to take a little bit. Put a few days into making yourself do it. Every swing, every throw, pretty quick it'll be easy for you. Let me know if you have any questions.